We are at one of the Trek Segafredo team's very first get-togethers for the 2017 season, and this is the time trial bike that Alberto Contador is currently riding as he experiments with his position in his quest to get the perfect TT setup. There have been a couple of changes to the UCI's rules regarding time trial bikes over the winter of 2016 that mean that there are some slight differences on Contador's time trial setup and possibly most riders' time trial setups for the 2017 season. So the UCI have abandoned their 3-to-1 ruling regarding the frame and the fork. Contador's Trek Speed Concept frame remains unchanged, but Trek are now able to use their time trial fork, which has wider fork blades and is the most aerodynamic shape they can currently produce for forks. So, in essence, Contador's time trial bike has got more aero just by a slight rule change. Another thing that you'll notice about Contador's bike is that the finish is very similar to the time trial bikes that riders like Bauke Mollema and Ryder Hesjedal raced last year. And the finish is almost a lack of finish. There is some paint there, but it weighs in at under 20 grams, so it very much looks like it's just a raw carbon fibre finish with a couple of stickers, which isn't, like I said, there is paint, but it's significantly lighter than a full paint job on the time trial bikes. And as time trial bikes with disc wheels, different shapes, are often kind of heavier than road bikes, anything you can do to get the bike towards the lower UCI weight limit is seriously beneficial. So if we look at the build on Contador's bike, like I said, it's very early in 2017, so he is still experimenting and kind of working towards the final setup that he'll use in the races. But his saddle is a Bontrager Serano RXL. Moving forwards, the handlebars are Bontrager Speed Concept, so they're designed to fit perfectly with the Speed Concept frame set, make that one unit and make it significantly more aerodynamic. Contador's armrests are custom, and on the extensions he has Dura-Ace Di2 shifters. As you might imagine, front mech and rear mech are Dura-Ace Di2. The chain set is Dura-Ace with an SRM power meter, and his cranks are 175mm long. And the chain rings on his time trial bike are 46 inner and 54 outer. The cassette, that's also Dura-Ace, and that's an 11 through to 28 on these wheels. Pedals are a change for Contador for this season, like the bike, and they are Dura-Ace. Like the bars, the brakes on the Trek Speed Concept are also designed to fit perfectly with the frame set so that the bike is more aerodynamic and Contador can go as fast as possible. So these are Bontrager brakes for the Speed Concept frame. So the wheels that Contador has on this bike today is likely to be his standard time trial setup. At the rear he's got a lightweight disc wheel, and at the front he's got the Bontrager Aeolus 7 wheel. But unusually Contador actually has a particularly kind of large range of wheel set and wheel set depths at his disposal, so he could also use the Aeolus 6, which is 60mm deep, and also the Aeolus 5, which is 50mm deep. The tyres that Contador is running right now are Veloflex, so he's got a 25mm up front and a 23mm at the rear. But Trek Segafredo actually have an open tyre choice, so they're not tied to any tyre sponsor, which does allow to change tyre brands, tyre treads, tyre widths, depending on the conditions and what would suit them best. Like I said at the start of the video, Contador and the team are still working on his final setup on the bike, so things like position, final component choice are not yet fixed, which means that the final weight of the bike we probably don't know just yet anyway. But the mechanics assure me that the bike weighs in at around 7.8 kilos right now, which when you think about it, looking at previous TT bikes, is actually super light for a time trial bike. Let us know what you think of Contador's brand new Trek Speed Concept time trial bike for 2017 down in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up too. Before you go anywhere, if you haven't done so already, click on the GCN logo to subscribe to our channel. That's about here. If you'd like to see a tour of the Trek factory, where we even got to look at the race shop, this is Race Shop Limited frame, click right there. And if you want to see my very own Trek bike, click there.